This is Contemplative at Home, and you are always so very, very warmly welcome here. I wonder how you are today. And I want to begin by inviting you to answer that question for yourself. How are you just now? And what's prompted you to pause for prayer? And what are you hoping for from this little moment aside with the Lord? So here you are, you've come, you've paused. I do invite you to be honest with the Lord about what's going on and what's going on within for you. And now let's begin to settle a bit more deeply. Go ahead and momentarily check in with your body. Adjust or notice your posture. Maybe even noticing any sensations in the neck or the shoulders, the wrists, the hips, the ankles and feet. Here we are, Lord, all devoted to you, or at least as devoted to you as we're able to be just now. Would you make us, mold us, and shape us, and form us according to the generous kindness and love of your good heart. Amen. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath now. We'll just share a half a minute of silence as we are attentive to the breathing of the body. Now I invite you to imagine a place deep within you, somewhere in the very ground of your being, where the Lord resides, has taken up residence and dwells within you. Can you imagine yourself and the Lord at the very core of your being, together, in communion and dialogue? I invite you to let some kind of understanding or picture of this truth take shape in your mind. And then as you breathe, I invite you to allow the warmth, the love, the beauty and kindness and energy of this coexistence deep within you to fill you and warm you and bless you. And now I invite you to join me as we observe Jesus outside of the town at the well, where he is now in a very engaged conversation with the Samaritan woman. The question of where one must worship God has come up. Is it on this mountain? Or is it in that city? We listen to Jesus' words. But the hour is coming and is now here when the true worshipers will worship in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeks such worshipers as these. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. The woman said to him, I know that Messiah is coming. When he comes, he will proclaim all things to us. Jesus said to her, I am he, the one who is speaking to you. I wonder what you noticed as you listened there. Was there a word or phrase that caught your attention in some way? As your mind landed somewhere? I invite you to stay in that deep inner part of yourself, that ground of your being, to listen again from that place deep within you. And I invite you to be open to one word or phrase which may just catch you or shimmer in some way. Don't worry about having any fully formed thoughts about it. But the hour is coming, and is now here. When true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father seeks such as these to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. The woman said to him, I know that Messiah is coming. When he comes, he will proclaim all things to us. Jesus said to her, I am he, the one who is speaking to you. So I invite you to take whatever word it was that caught you, that held you, and just let it sit within your spirit. I invite you not to rush on to concluding thoughts, but just to allow this word or phrase to be still within you. Perhaps repeating it with your breath. And now I invite you to begin to gather up yourself, maybe coming back to the breath, noticing how you feel now versus how you were when you started prayer. Noticing if there's anything that surprised you as you prayed today. And noticing if there's anything you want to hold on to for nourishment, or to return to for further exploration in prayer. And may the Lord of Truth give you the courage and grace to pursue whatever it is that the Spirit is stirring within you. May you see clearly what it means to worship in spirit and in truth. And again, have the grace to move towards that one step at a time, one day at a time, knowing that you are held in the arms of abundant love. Grace and peace in the name of Christ. Amen.